Okay, we're putting on your calendar a show coming to 54 Below. Burtka, David, Wearily He Rolls Along is a, did I say that okay?
Wearily. I like your accent, really.
It's a Brooklyn thing.
Wearily.
It's a true family affair. It stars David Burtka. It's directed by his husband, award-winning actor and director Neil Patrick Harris.
And it has only 4 performances, so you don't want to miss it. It's an unconventional cabaret event. Unconventional cabaret event. All right, there you go. The men of the hour, David Burtka and Neil Patrick Harris, join us right now on Good Day. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, too.
First of all, is this the first collaboration you guys have had together professionally?
No.
No, I directed a show called Rent at the Hollywood Bowl, a larger version of that. David was in that as well.
That was the first thing we did together.
Yeah.
Well, you directed this 12 years ago,
I directed
too.
Burtka,
Same
David.
show, but, like, it's different now.
But it's like almost a decade later, he's doing it again.
Updated.
Have you seen a show? Have you ever seen a cabaret there at the 54 Below?
I have not. No, I've only been back in New York since January.
Oh. No way.
So
next week,
It's
baby.
fantastic.
4 nights.
They have a long, every night practically, they're doing cabarets with amazing people. It's a fantastic venue, and so David's doing 4 nights of it. I'm adverse to cabaret-style shows, generally speaking. Someone just at a piano, kind of, these are songs I've always wanted to sing in my life. Hit it, Jimmy.
Sang these in college, and now I get to sing them again in front of you.
This is a little bit more of a theater piece, so it's structurally going to be different. So you won't have any idea what's happening at the beginning, and by the end you'll kind of understand.
So the kids are involved too, right?
Kids are involved
For
too.
people who don't know, it's a little Andy Kaufman. I mean, I'm dating myself here, but it's sort of like what's going on.
real,
So give me
what's
an
not.
idea, David. Walk me through a little bit of the beginning of the show.
Well, I don't want to give too much away
Okay.
because I want people to sort of be guessing, but it's just not what you think. And if people know theater, in the title, they can sort of guess what.
Yes, Wearily He Rolls Along is sort of a subtle wink to the structural conceit of this cabaret.
Right.
And our kids, Harper and Gideon, who are now 14, they're twins, they're both going to be in the show. This will be their New York stage debut.
So they're bitten by the bug too. Of course, it would make sense in your house.
Well, we have a taser, so they're forced to do whatever we want.
Right.
No, they really want to do it.
No, they
both
really want to
singing?
do it. She's singing with me. We're singing Something Stupid by Frank Sinatra and Nancy Sinatra.
that's father-daughter.
That's great.
Genius.
Father-daughter song. And then him and I do a little
We're
acting thing.
We're trying to get him to sing a song. We're not sure if he's going to do it or not.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
Neil, I know that you're behind the scenes on this, but you're not going to make a little cameo in this?
I'm currently doing a show at MCC called Ship Meets Fan, although it's not a P in the title, but I didn't want to say that live on the air.
Thank you.
And it's an ensemble drama that's going on. We open on Monday, and so I'll have a show while he's doing his shows, but I'll be teching it in the daytime, and then I'll run out and see how it went at the end of it all.
You guys are endlessly busy. I want to ask one more question about this show specifically.
Yes.
It's Burtka, David.
Yes.
Wearily He Rolls Along.
Yes.
Is there a reason that you're going surname first? There usually is.
Well, you have to see it.
That's a
You have
kind of
to see it.
another
It's kind
wink
of
to the structure. Why would the last name be before the first? There's only one way to find out, really.
Gotta go. 54 Below. Tickets available now, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you know, David, you and I over the years have done a lot of food segments together. You've got cookbooks out there. We've done cooking. You've been to my house.
I've been to your house. We've made roasted carrots, and I don't know what else
We
we
did.
made.
I don't
Something
know.
great.
You made some delicious
You feel
things.
left out in this
I
conversation?
am.
Same.
Were you invited to their house for
No,
roasted carrots?
No, will you invite me somewhere for Thanksgiving?
How about we roast broccoli?
Let's do it.
We're going to show them.
Broccolini. We'll make it very fancy.
Oh, there we go.
But what you've always said from the beginning was that you loved your acting and your theater skills, and you wanted to get back to that.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, and I go into that in the show. I talk about how I got into cooking for a different reason, and there was such a hole missing in my soul that I was doing it to have something of my own. Because acting, necessarily, people give you the stuff as opposed to, like, I can make this my own. I have it. The proof is there in the plate, and that's who I am, as opposed to auditioning and not getting the part, and then it's a different whole art.
Cooking is adjacent to performing, right? Because you create the meal and then you present it and hope people like it. If you're on stage, you create the scene, present it, and hope an audience likes it. So I think they're similar in type, but I feel like David, you know, he studied musical theater at the University of Michigan, and we met both doing Broadway shows, and he's had a lot of interesting other paths that are theater and performance adjacent, and I think it's time now to like
Yeah, and also
earn the spotlight.
And also, I took a
again.
big step away from raising my kids too. Like, I didn't want to go to Atlanta for 2 years and then have them be raised by nannies, and he's working, and like, why have kids? So now that they're 14 and they don't want anything to do
Yeah,
with
they
me.
hate us at the moment, so they love
It's
when we
like
work.
time for Dad to get back to work. Are you guys still talking though? I mean, like, you know, you're producing the show.
Yes, of course.
Are you bossing him around?
We never talk.
No, he's like calming me down because there's a lot of pieces going on. It's crunch time. We're doing the show. My music director's been out all week, so I haven't been doing the music, but we've been doing the script. So it's like, just take a breath.
The person
take a
that's
breath.
on stage is always the most nervous because they're the one who's having to regurgitate all the stuff. The person who knows that person best that can be off stage is able to see what's happening and help sort of shape and mold with positivity. You don't want to direct by saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, right? That's less effective. Better
He
to
does
direct,
that in the regular
better
life.
to direct by saying,
Exactly.
I love when you did this, let's do more of that.
So
that's-
it starts on Wednesday night, only 4 nights.
Yeah,
Yep.
only 4
So you better get in and get your tickets right now.
tickets now.
What are you going to be doing night number 5?
Okay, get this.
Yeah.
I'm having surgery on my foot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was an old dance injury from Gypsy when I was doing Gypsy with Bernadette Peters, and it's been 20 years, and it's caused a chain reaction from my hip to my neck, and now they finally found what the issue is. They're opening up my foot. It's like operation. They're taking the broken bones that are out. I just got a cortisone shot yesterday, so I'll be laid up for Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking. It's killing me. It's killing my son. It's his favorite meal of the whole year. But I'll probably do it for Christmas. We'll do a Thanksgiving do-over. But we're gonna go out,
Chill
and I'll be in a
Thanksgiving.
big boot, like walking to dinner.
But meanwhile, you're going to be fine for your show.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
won't need it next week.
I'm all shot up with cortisone, and you'll never know.
Well, everybody will get out there and see it. I appreciate you
I
guys
hope
coming
so.
in.
Oh man,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thanks
54
for talking
below.
about it.
Yes.
David Burtka, Neil Patrick
Thank you
Harris.
so much.
Nice to have you both here.
Actress Debbi Morgan made history as the first black woman to win a Supporting Actress Daytime Emmy Award. Of course, she played Angie in the soap opera All My Children.
Well, she's starring in a new series. It's called Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. It's a juicy family drama series filled with shocking twists and turns, and it's out on Netflix right this second. Debbi Morgan,
Hello.
nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Hi, thank
I
you.
was
Nice to
looking
be
at
back.
you and I'm like, I got to know what she's doing because you always look like, you know, you just got out of college, school.
You look the
something.
same.
Oh
You're
my
right?
gosh.
Yes.
I don't know. People ask me if I have Dorian Gray's picture up in my attic or something. I don't know, but thank you.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
tell us about this new show.
Well, Beauty in Black actually revolves around 2 women. Kimmy, played by Taylor Polidor Williams, who is she's a really, really good girl, but she was kicked out of her mother's house at 17, and so now she's out trying to survive on her own. And then we have Mallory, who is played by Crystal Stewart. And Mallory is running a she's very high level in the family business. And it's how these 2 women's lives eventually clash, you know, and engage with each other.
But the family business is hair care products.
Hair care
and you
products.
play the matriarch, right?
Yes, I play the matriarch,
So Mallory's mom.
Olivia. No, not Mallory is Olivia's daughter-in-law.
Okay.
She's married to one of my sons.
Okay.
But yeah, Olivia is the matriarch of the family, and she is a proud church-going woman on Sundays.
Using a word or 2 that maybe you don't use in church?
Maybe a few days too during the week, but she certainly. Let me just say, this character is so delicious, so juicy, because she doesn't exactly. You don't exactly see how she really is. It's almost like she has 2 faces. Because if you cross her, if you mess with any of her sons, you better shut the front door and close the shades.
Was this a fun role to play for you? Because we don't usually see
Absolutely.
you, being the mean-spirited person.
Absolutely, I loved every minute of it. I loved when I was playing the bad parts. But you know, one of the things that I feel very fortunate about in my career, after playing Angie and All My Children for so long, a lot of people get typecast when they've done something so long.
Right.
But I would say that every single role I've ever done has been entirely different from another role. But this role is the most exciting that I've done. I have to thank Tyler
We got
for
a clip
that.
of you right now, Debbi Morgan. Let's see you in action.
Sure.
Did one of your boys do it?
Do what?
Look, don't lie to me, Olivia.
What are you talking about?
We're the only ones who live on that road. Did one of your boys hit her? They drink, they party, they drive down that road 100 miles an hour.
Norman, you're scaring me. Now tell me what you're talking about.
Somebody ran over her and she's in the hospital.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the backstory of that scene.
I can't give too much away for the people
Debbi.
who have not seen it. But I will say this about my character playing along with Richard Lawson.
Who you've been with before.
Richard and I have been friends for decades. We've worked together a few times, and every time we work together, we're always playing husband and wife, this lovey-dovey couple. And this is the first time we're adversaries, and we despise each other. I told Richard, I said, Richard, now I get to come at you in a whole different way. I can't wait.
What's it like working with Tyler Perry? How involved is he in the series?
You know, I don't know if we have time for me to even tell you this little story, but one of the things that really stuck out to me with working with Tyler is the way he unified our cast in such a special way. He invited us all to his home the first time for a meet and greet. At the end of the evening, he said, I want to take you upstairs and show you something on the top floor. We're going up this long, winding staircase that looked like it was going up to the heavens. Some of the younger cast is running up the stairs behind him. By the time I got to the second platform, I said, Tyler, where is the elevator? So we get upstairs. He opens these two double doors, and there is a chapel. A chapel in his home with a pew filled with candles, and around the room he said the most beautiful, loving prayer that wasn't just for the success of the show, but for the success and happiness of each one of us. And I think it created like an instant family dynamic.
Wow, I could cry. That's a beautiful moment.
Yeah,
It really is
was.
a beautiful
There wasn't a
story.
dry eye in the chapel when we left. Everybody was just like boo-hooing. It was beautiful.
All right, so Beauty in Black. First 8 episodes are out on Netflix right now. The next 8 episodes of season 1 comes out next year. But everybody can watch that right now. We can't let you go without talking about Angie on All My Children. I'm sure you hear it everywhere you go. And I said it during the tease. When I was in college, I went to a school in Iowa. There's about 1,400 students, really small school. There's only 40 black students. We would get together for lunch. We would do our class schedule around it so we could watch All My Children because of you and Jesse. And so it probably dates all of us, but I hope you know how much that meant to so many people.
Listen, I remember when we first got really popular on the show, I'd be like walking down the street and bus drivers would pull up on the corner, Angie, where's Jesse? I'm like, the bus driver, really? And that was such a wonderful, wonderful show. And it's really where I garnered most of my fans who have been with me ever since then. And people still come up to me. They say, oh, my God, I love you and All My Children. I watch you every day. I said, I don't think you watch me every day right now, but yeah, the fans, they always bring up All My Children.
I remember you from Good Times, so we'll get into that later on.
So nice to have you
You
here.
really are dating me, huh?
I'm dating me, too. We're in the same boat together, but it's so nice to meet you. It really is.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good luck with everything, and we'll be watching the series Beauty in Black. It's out on Netflix right now. It's already trending #1 in the country.
Wow,
Yes,
good.
yes.
Go, Debbie.
Yeah, 8.7 million views.
All right, we still got a few more millions. So.